No, I'm not gonna bullshit you, bro. This video that you're watching might literally be one of the most important videos you ever watch. Now, why is that? Now, the topic of this video is I'm gonna teach you how to, process emotions and deal with the rejection and shit like that. Now, these are like the two most important topics you'll ever need to know in life. No, the number one thing you'll ever need to know is how to process emotions, because we all have emotions. We all go through trauma. We all go through shitty days. We all go through shit that breaks our heart. And if you don't know how to process it, then you're just gonna keep it at the back of your mind. You're gonna try to push it away from you, but it's not gonna go anywhere because it's a part of you. You can't fucking push away a part of you, right? You have to face it. You have to process it, and then you have to move on. You have to know how to process it. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is rejection. Dealing with rejection. Now, rejection is, knowing how to deal with rejection is one of the most important qualities in your character. If you don't know how to, fucking deal with rejection, you're gonna be a fucking coward. You're gonna be a fucking pussy. You don't nobody wants a fucking coward. Like, if you are buff but you're stupid as fuck, you're gonna be useful to somebody, to pick up shit, pick up logs and shit like that. Back how they build the pyramids and stuff. If you are skinny as fuck but you are smart, then somebody can use you to strategize. Somebody can use you to, I don't know, fucking solve equations and shit like that. But if you are a fucking coward, then regardless of what quality you have, you are fucking useless, right? If you don't know how to deal with rejection, you're gonna be a coward. And if you are a coward, you are fucking useless. That's just how it is. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you are a coward, you can't talk to that girl. You can't take bold risk in your life. You can't take bold risk in your career. You can't try out that new thing. Go to an MBA, and you can't do anything if you are a fucking coward. So my intention with this video is I'm gonna teach you how to get both of those things down, and I'm gonna teach you exactly step by step how to. Now, I'm gonna begin this video by going through over a personal story that happened to me like literally yesterday. This shit literally happened to me yesterday. So, and I took cues from it. I took my lessons from it, and now I'm sharing it with you. And I feel like it because it would help you and understand, because this story really captures both the failure part and the processing part. So the story goes something like this. I had this friend that I knew from a long time ago. So this is a personal story, right? This is what happened to me actually. So I had this friend. I used to know her back from like school, and like we fucking separated. We ended things, and then yesterday I randomly got a thought of why not just try to contact with her. That I literally got the thought, and I was kind of like at first I was hesitant. I was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna do that shit, because that's like it's a kick to your ego. You don't wanna ask somebody to be friends with you and then just fucking get rejected, right? That's a huge blow to your ego. That like, damn, just drink some water. I'm not gonna cut these parts out of the videos where I drink water and do shit like that, because I feel like they are an integral part of me. So anyway, where was I? Yes, I was telling you about the story. I literally have this script written down for me so that I don't fucking forget what I'm about to say. Yeah, so the first part of this is story. Because there are so many, I don't like to script my videos, but there are so many things to this video that I had to prepare a script so I don't fucking forget accidentally what I was about to say. So the first part of this is story. Not the story basically meaning that I'm going to tell you what the story was. So I had this friend I knew from years ago, and then I thought that she was fucking stupid as hell. Now this is no disrespect to her, no offense to her, but I did not think that I did not think that she should be in my life. Like, she was taking way too much of my energy, and like I did not want her to be in my life. So I just ended things with her a long time ago. I think it was like 3 years ago almost. So now yesterday I got a thought of why not text her back, like, hey, what's good? Now, I did not want to, get back to her. Obviously, I did not want to do that, because it's not going to happen, right? It's 3 years ago and you just fucking ended things. It's not going to happen. Anybody can tell you that. So I did not want to get back to her, actually. Actually, I wanted to prove to myself that, I was not afraid of rejection and failure. That's like, I had this, thing that if something feels like it's going to be, if something feels like it's exciting, then you should do it. Like I felt like a little bit of tingle in me when I got this thought. I was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna do it. So that was my cue to do it. Like it was something that was daring to me. It was something that was fun, something exciting. So I was like, why not fucking do it? Even if obviously she's gonna say no, but why not fucking do it? Like it's fun as hell, and it's gonna teach me how to deal with rejection. So I just text her and shit like that, and she obviously says, "Fuck you, I don't want to be friends with you." Obviously, that's what's gonna happen. Now, here's where the story takes place. Let me just say. Now, as soon as she sent me that text, I don't want to be with you. For the first 2 minutes, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I knew it was gonna be rejection, but I did not know it was gonna be this bad. So for the first 2 minutes, I was just fucking yeah. So what I did there were two ways to deal with this in my mind at that time when I read that message. There were two ways. There are three ways actually, but the only two were in my mind. The first was to listen to music and dance and be loud and try to make myself feel good, so that what just happened doesn't bother me actually. But even though it did like fucking slap me, obviously. But the first way I thought to deal with this was gonna be listen to music and just try to get the feeling away from me. That was the first thing. The second way that I had in my mind was to transmute this energy somewhere. So I got rejected, right? So why not use this energy to fucking write something, to create something, to study or do something. So these were the two ways in my mind. You could either distract yourself, or you could either transmute this energy, this sad energy. Both of these ways are fucking trash. Both of these ways are fucking horrible. If you want to know how to process emotion and deal with rejection, if you're gonna be a fucking pussy, then yes, you can you can use these two ways. But if you want to how to be more emotionally intelligent, use this as a way to grow and become more of a man or become more of a feminine woman, and this is a fucking trash ass way to. Both of these are retarded ways. Don't ever do this. But for the first 1 or 2 minutes, I was I hadn't processed that feeling of what just happened yet. So my first instinct was to go up and listen to music and do shit like that. So that's what I do. For the first, I think 2 minutes, I start listening to music and just banging my head and just trying to sing songs and shit like that. Throw gas tries and pause. So that's what happens. So for the first 2 minutes, I become a fucking retard. Then, as I'm listening to music, then I get the third way in my head. Then it like hits me like the third way instantly hits me as when I'm listening to music and just jamming my head. I'm like, stop. The third way was this: stop fucking listening to music. Keep the phone away, keep that fucking thing away from you, and just stand there. That's what I did. I knew this was the right thing. As soon as I got this thought, I knew this was the right thing to do. So I fucking stopped, I paused the music, I threw the phone away, threw my fucking headphones away, these headphones that I'm wearing right now, and just I stood there. And I told myself that the third way of dealing with this and the right way to deal with this would be literally to just fucking let yourself feel what you're feeling. You're feeling, anger, you're feeling humiliation, you're feeling regret, whatever the fuck you're feeling rejection, you're feeling like you shouldn't even have tried. Just fucking feel it. Don't fucking push it away. Don't fucking try to use music as a way to cope with it. Don't be one of those fucking retarded gym bros on Instagram who put on hard metal into their fucking ears and just bench press or some shit like that because they got cheated on, like those type of retarded cringy dudes I'm talking about. Just fucking be. Don't distract yourself. Don't transmute this. For the first, for me personally, I take about an hour to just stand still and just to fucking think of what happened. So this was the third way. Not do anything. Don't try to go. Don't transmute it. Just feel it. Just feel what the fuck is going on. That's how you process emotions. That's exactly how you process emotions. You don't fucking. That's like, if you're gonna use any other way to cope. Like, imagine you are in a school and somebody fucking pushes you. Now, if you are a fucking pussy, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, I'm not gonna respond to that. Silence is the best answer. But you're actually coping because if you're gonna push that dude back, he's gonna beat the fuck out of you. You're using your masculinity as a way to cope. The right way to do would be to fucking push him back. Is that even a relevant example? I think the first part was kind of relevant to our topic, that you can, just fucking be like, I'm gonna cope with it and just gonna pretend like it's cool and not do anything back. You get what I mean, right? The right way was for me was to fucking go upstairs, go to a quieter place, go to some place where I'm alone, and just fucking just stand there, just run in there, just walk in there, just do rounds in there, just fucking go there and do what you feel like. So that's what I did. I went upstairs to a quieter place where there was nobody besides me, and just I just I just started staring here and there. I just started looking here and there. I started to feel there. I just started to let those thoughts come to me. Let that that feeling of anger and that feeling of rejection. That just let it just let it flow through you. Who fucking cares? That's how you process this shit, right? So I guess I was upstairs for about 1 hour. I just let those let those feelings, let that those sensations, those feelings, those emotions, those ideas, let them flow through me, right? And then I realized that there were two different perspectives to this. Either you could say that I fucking I wanted to be friends with this girl that I was friends back 3 years ago, and she fucking rejected me. Now she's gonna tell all my friends, and all my friends are gonna lose respect for me, and I just took the biggest fucking L of my life. That is one way you could look at it if you're a fucking bitch. But the way I looked at it is I just taught myself in real time how you face rejection. Like, this is exactly how I feel. Like, if I failed a fucking midterm in my college exams, that would have been easier than this, right? Now, because this girl, she's gonna tell my other friends that I'm still friends with, and they're gonna lose respect for me. And this girl probably thought I was fucking, reminiscing all the past, and she probably lost respect for me, and all these people are gonna think that I'm a fucking loser. Like, if I failed midterm, it was gonna be easier than this, right? It was a fucking brutal rejection. So my way of looking at it was either I could look at it as fucking rejection and think that I'm a fucking loser for even trying, or I could look at it as a way to build my rejection immunity system, right? Like, it's like how vaccination works, right? You take a little dose of vaccination, then you kind of build vaccination is basically a little bit of that disease itself. So when you inject it in yourself, your body makes the fucking antibodies and shit like that, so that it could protect you when the actual virus hits. That's what happened to me. Like, that's how rejection works. When you get rejected, slowly, you're like getting the right antibodies made for you, and then when some big rejection hits, you don't even care. It doesn't even bother you anymore because you already faced too many rejections. Like, that's how you build your rejection immunity system, and that's the way I looked at it, because I faced the fucking most brutal rejection ever. Like, somebody you used to be friends with who says "fuck you, I don't want to be friends with you, and I'm gonna make fun of you." Like, that's a fucking brutal rejection. But I said, hey, this is how things are, and I'm gonna use this to fucking use this as a way to become stronger, to build my rejection immunity system. So there were 4 steps to this. The first step, which is the most important step, is trial. If you wanna take a bold risk career move, then fucking do it. If you wanna try out that new thing, go try that new exercise, talk to that one girl, fucking whatever it is that you're afraid of being rejected in, just fucking do it. That's the first step, because if you never do that, then the rest of the steps don't even fucking matter. So the first step, which is the hardest step, is fucking trial. The second step is rejection, and rejection is a part of the game. Rejection, like, if you're not being rejected, then you're not teaching yourself how to handle rejection. And if you are not teaching yourself how to handle rejection, then you're a fucking loser and you're a fucking coward. You're never gonna take bold risks. You're not gonna be bold. You're gonna be a fucking coward. So the first step was trial. The second step was rejection. The third step was to process, to let it flow through you, to feel what you're feeling, to don't justify it, don't force yourself to think a certain way, don't force yourself to be optimistic. Just this was such a fucking big trap. I tried to force thoughts upon myself. I tried to tell myself, no, this is XYZ, this is not how it was. Like, I tried to force thoughts upon myself, I try to justify myself. I try to feel like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I'm this. I don't even need it. Like I tried hard for the first 2 minutes to like really get those fucking, really try to justify this rejection to myself. Don't fucking do that. Just let yourself feel whatever feeling. If it's anger, if it's humiliation, if it's a bruise of your ego, fucking whatever. Just let it. Just allow yourself to feel that shit. And the fourth final step was to fucking move on. Once you have processed it, once you have dealt with it, once you have felt it, you fucking move on. That's it. Now you are a bolder person. Now you are a stronger person. Now you are a person who can handle rejection and process emotions. Like, what the fuck? You just leveled up in real time. Do you get what I'm saying? Going through rejection and going through rejection and learning how to process rejection and failure and learning how to process your emotions when you're going through rejection and failure, it's literally one of the most important phases in your life. If you want to be a tough and badass dude, if you want to be a masculine person, if you want to be, even if you are a girl, if you want to be you want to be, how do you say this? I'm not a girl, so I don't know what the fuck the right terminology for this is. But like, if you want to be a person who's living a higher quality of life, if you want to be somebody that respects yourself, you have to be able to handle rejections. You have to be able to know how to deal with this shit. You have to know how to be bold. Right? If you're not bold and you're not living life, if you're not try that new thing out, if you're not gonna if you're not gonna be able to handle rejection, then you're a fucking bitch. That's what I think. Boldness is probably the most fun way to deal with life. If you want to do that thing, go over and do that thing. If you want to just jump off the fucking vehicle, just fucking jump off it. Like, obviously I'm joking, but you get what I mean, right? What I said to myself, one of the most what I said to myself during this time when I was trying to process is that I want to be a tough dude, right? I want to be somebody that's respected. I want to be somebody that I want to be a badass fucking man. Like, I want to be like Aaron Yeager. I want to be like fucking Thomas Shelby. I want to be like a fucking badass man, right? Calculated, calm, strong man. The mafia in Italia was. no, the Italian mafia was. That's what I want to be, right? Like fucking shut the fuck up. That's what I want to be, right? How you gonna get there if you don't even know how you gonna get to that if you're a fucking bitch and you don't even know how to handle rejection? The moment somebody tells you that you're a fucking loser, you just fucking don't know what the fuck to do because you don't know how to handle rejection. The moment that girl tells you to fuck off and she's not interested in you, that's when you lose your. If that's enough to throw you off the hook and just fucking just get to you, then like, what the fuck are you doing, right? You're not a very strong person. You're not a very mentally strong person. You're a fucking bitch. That's what I think. What the fuck can happen if you get rejected? What's the problem, right? Let's say this one girl that I was my personal story, that I would try to become friends with this girl again, even though I didn't. I like I told you, I just wanted to prove to myself that I'm a bold person and I could fucking do whatever I want, and I'm not really bothered by my ego. That's what I wanted to do. So even if this girl wanted to be friends with me and became friends with me, like, what the fuck? She's a fucking girl. She's not like, this is no shade to her, but like, she's not that intelligent. She's not a very valuable addition to my life. She's not like a person that I would want to actually be friends with. I was actually doing it just for fucking fun. Like, it might sound stupid, but that's actually what I was doing. And even if this girl was intelligent, even if this girl was all that, even if this girl was a 10 out of 10, like, fucking, I don't care. I got shit to do. If you're not, I got shit to do, bro. I'm not gonna be here and beg you to be with me. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, come on, bro. Don't fucking, you get what I mean. Like, I don't fucking care. I got shit to do. If you don't want to be friends with me, I'll be friends with somebody else. I'll talk to somebody else. If anything, you just taught me how to handle rejection and talk to more people. That's how I see it. So don't fucking cope. Don't fucking tell yourself that you're all that. Don't fucking try to preserve your ego. Just fucking feel the emotions. If you feel like you are not able to handle rejection, like, fucking just do it. It's not gonna be the end of the world. Who cares? Like, fucking let's do it. If you wanna first of all, you gotta try. That was the first step. Then you'll be rejected. it's a part of life. It's one of the most important phases in life, like I said, like I explained. Then you just process it. Don't fucking cope. Don't fucking, just try to drink it away. Don't try to, dance it away. Feel it. And then after you've done it, feeling it, your brain will naturally start to, like I want to say, it would naturally start to, your brain would naturally start to make sense of what's going on. But a lot of the time that can be coping, and that could be like a hatred towards the person, and that could be influenced by insecurities. I'd say that, you should just fucking feel what you're feeling for an hour or two, and don't fucking listen to music. Actually, don't fucking listen to sad music. Don't fucking listen to music to process this shit. Like, music is not gonna help you. Your own mind is the thing that's gonna help you, overcome this. So yes, just sit in silence for a while. Just sit in silence for an hour or two, or however long you need. Just let those emotions flow through you. Even if it takes you days, even if it takes you weeks, who cares? Like, just let your mind process what's going on, and just keep doing that over and over and again, then until you are not afraid of rejection anymore. Like right now, I'm making videos. There are my school friends and my college friends are probably fucking laughing at me. Like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? I literally had this one fucking dude come to me and tell me that, why are you, making videos naked? Like, you are fucking, are you an OnlyFans model or some shit like that? Like, he was basically throwing shade at me. But he's a fucking retard and who's not doing anything with his life. So like, it doesn't matter what you say to me, because I'm gonna do the shit that I want to do. This is authenticity. This is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. So I don't fucking care what you're saying. So yeah, that's basically the point of this video. Processing emotions and shit like that, and dealing with rejection is very important. You must learn how to do it. Don't fucking go. Don't fucking don't fucking think you're all that. Just let it. Just feel what you're feeling, and then you move on. That's basically how shit happens. That's basically how you learn, and that's basically how you become more of a man, or become more of a feminine woman, I guess. So yeah, that's all there is to say. I really can't think of anything else to say. Those were the basic small steps that, not even from, those are your fundamental steps that you should implement. That on how you can become fucking, I don't know. I look sexy as fuck, right?